Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome to what is most likely the finale of FF14 Heavensward. Last time, we took out the last two dungeons, Great Gooble Library and Somal, both hard modes. Gonna be honest, both those dungeons are kind of our fault. We left the door open in Great Gooble, so everything got out, and yeah, we chased Nidhogg's Brood out of Somal, so all the critters got there. Kind of felt like a bit of, well, it's my own bloody fault. I guess I gotta clean up my mess. And we have 4. If memory serves, we only have 4 quests standing between us and Stormblood. So let's get right into it with the obvious solution.
Dekumon, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged. Meaning, we still have no idea how long it will be before... Oh dear, speak of the devil. A communication from the Alliance. One moment.
Right, for those who don't remember, last time in the main story, we lost Papiamo, who sealed up the lovely primal that Ilberd summoned using Nidhogg's eyes.
Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. Word from Gudonia. The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the primal, of course. As of Ishtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall, unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Seedseers doubtless shares our concern about how long it will remain so. I am told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to proceedings. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better.
And there aren't many minds better than Sid's.
Well then, I suggest we leave the Rising Stones in Tataru's capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Stand.
The Lotus Stand, oh, that's in Gridania, right. I know where that is. That's over by the Conjurer's Guild, as always. This is not the Lotus Stand. Hello. Oh. It's our introduction to the samurai! Since they don't get introduced into Stormblood formally, he shows up here as our lovely little tease.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
I forgot this was voice acted.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay, Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Eh? Yes, you're in Eorzea.
A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
This guy's crazy, but I love him. Gonna get your name yet soon? Hoping.
Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Well, that depends on how long you've been at sea, man.
Good man, are you all right?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was perfect. Don't worry, he'll be all right. Oh, hey, Ranche. I mean, I guess this is Vesper
Thou art
Bay.
far indeed from home, friend.
Well, let's see if this one's voice acted too. I mean, last time we were here it was, and it definitely looks like it's choreographed enough to be voice acted. Nice to have this done in proper daylight instead of constantly always being here at the middle of the night. Well?
Dear friends.
Good.
Pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken.
That's good.
After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
Less good.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
No kidding.
Yes, sir. A Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
Yeah, probably overloaded the engines.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon. Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment.
Okay, so much for my overloading the engines theories. Damn, was that Papillon's spell or the Primal doing that?
Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
Okay, probably the Primal.
We could face another calamity.
Uh-huh, you're just now realizing that.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Okay, and how do we plan on doing that, Alphino?
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Well, don't everyone speak at once here. Somebody better have a half-decent idea. Anyone? What was that?
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
Oh, shit. What the hell are you doing here, Nero?
What in the hells are you doing here?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
Oh, please. Throw him in jail. Think you're making a mistake, but okay.
Who is this man?
An idiot. And a Garlean.
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend.
Does?
As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Ah! I haven't heard that name in a while.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanau since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
Except probably Nero, right?
I'm sorry. Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way.
And as luck would have it, I am graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
And what do you want?
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I.
Long time ago.
But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame?
Yeah, gotta be honest, this one's a little outside my weight class. At least for now. Not like I wouldn't take a swing at it if you give me a chance.
Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
Interesting theory.
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartanau while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Ouch.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
I'm not used to that weird accent on Allagan, but I don't know. Maybe that's the right way to say it. I'm always good to say Allagan.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
Not sure. What do we got? He makes a convincing case. No, but I'll keep an eye on him. I like that one.
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Well, one of them they actually trust, and the other one will basically have me watching him.
Yes. The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. 'Twould seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Cartanau and take command of Omega.
Haven't heard from Whirlweb yet.
Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
There we go.
we should be happy to oblige. The politics of Cartano being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
Good call.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
Ooh, damn, I'll say.
My blade is yours.
Okay, I feel much better now. Nero's like, God
Not
damn
a
it.
moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
I don't blame her at all. Especially how the Domans have been treated by the Garleans, which we will see very soon.
That was an entertaining little cutscene. Well, that was a rather unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions. Not least among them is how Nero chanced to learn of the council meeting in the first place.
Actually, not a bad idea how to figure that out.
Sid and the others are assembling at the airship landing. Alice is already on her way, and it would not do to lag too far behind. Let us be off.
The airship landing. Pretty sure I can get there via the Ethernet, right? Here we are.
Dekumon, Alphino, ready to go. The others have stepped out onto the landing for a moment, lest you wonder. Nero insisted that he be allowed to inspect the Excelsior before boarding. And you let him? Despite his very timely offer of assistance, the thought of that man poking about in the workings of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Calm yourself, Alphino. Your sister was adamant that he would never leave her sight. She and Yugiri are... well, here they are now.
Probably very wary and distrustful of him is what he was going to say.
Right, I think that's everyone. Shall I set course for Cartano? Might I ask that we delay our departure slightly? I require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon even as we speak, and I would hear their latest observations ere we proceed. It would seem wise to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible before formulating our plan.
Not a terrible idea.
Oh, I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. Hold your tongue. When we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such time as you have finished procrastinating.
All right.
While Alphino speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over to Mordona, and we can reconvene at the Rising Stones. Mine apologies for the trouble. I shall visit Istola and the others forthwith, and join you as soon as I am able. Dekumon, pray accompany Alice back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safer knowing you are present to entertain our guest.
Slowly creeping towards 400.
Right. Everyone heading to Mordona is welcome to travel aboard the Excelsior. I'll clear things with the girl at the counter here. Let her know when you're ready to leave.
What, no nod from Nero? He's not one of us. Anyway, airship landing.
You are traveling with Master Garland, sir. The Enterprise Excelsior is right this way.
I will take the trip to Mordona. Wow, that was actually a rather handy little thing. It just drops us right where we need to be.
Not quite a door-to-door service, but I couldn't exactly land her in the Toll's main square. Shall we adjourn to the Rising Stones then?
I mean, yeah, it's about as close as we can get with this big old ship. I could hoof it, but I'll let Midgar take me the rest of the way. Might be the first time we've ever had him in here.
So these are the fabled headquarters of the Scions. I confess I would have expected an order of self-proclaimed warrior scholars to surround themselves with the fruits of man's enlightenment. And yet there's not so much as a single piece of Magitech in sight.
Magitech's more the Empire's thing than Eorzea's.
It never ceases to amaze me how primitive you Eorzeans truly are.
Okay, I'm punching him now.
Oh, I'll have you know that the Rising Stones is home to the very latest in Magitech innovation.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Wedge calls it the Mark 14 Thermocoil Boil Master, and it's the finest kettle I've ever had the pleasure to own.
Ah, that's cute. Also, I think I missed a knot there. Uh-oh. Ida, keep your temper in check.
We are returned. Well, Ida and I, at least. Ishtola and the others remain behind to continue their assessment of the binding magic.
Guessing not much changed.
There didn't seem much point staying just for that, so I decided to come back with Alphino. Papalimo bought us this time. We shouldn't waste it.
By your leave!
Eh? It's the crazy guy.
Good God, that voice could fell a gigas.
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger.
Good lord. Uraje, what are you thinking letting this nutcase in here?
I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
Yugiri, do you know this man?
I think she does. Uh-oh. Oh.
Gosetsu, why are you come to Eorzea?
Ah, finally get his name. Yes, Gosetsu here is our samurai representative, and he's kind of a fun guy to have around.
In search of you, Yugiri. For days and nights did I row across the angry sea.
Jesus.
I made port in good spirits, only for my own flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly. Collapsed in the street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid.
Yeah, that was a hell of a sight.
Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly.
Yeah, it really was. Good luck,
But
wasn't
now
it?
we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
It is not so simple, Gosetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
Oh.
You refuse? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
Dude, did you not hear? Obligations.
It was our master who bid me guide our people to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire peril or no, were I to return without first repaying such hospitality, our master would cut me down at the threshold.
Mayhap that is so.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution.
I saw the shadows blink in.
I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people or my duty.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway? Or would you rather debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
Ooh. Mayhaps not say that in front of Gosetsu.
The Empire?
Yep.
Yugiri, you draw steel against the curse of Garlemald? Then why did you not say so? My blade is oath-bound to fall upon the ranks of the Imperials wheresoever they march. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
I love this guy. He's just way too much fun.
Dekumon, wait. Could I speak to you for a moment?
Eh? What's up?
Do you remember when I had you meet me at the Diamond Forge and we, ambushed you?
Yes, I do.
Well, once we had your measurements, I set to work making you a traveling outfit in my spare time. I've only just this moment finished the stitching, but I wanted you to have it before you left. Here.
Oh, Tataru making me a new outfit.
You can try it on right now if you want.
Let's see. Well, how do I look? Oh, me likey. I remember this outfit. I used this as one of my glamours.
Assuming we measured correctly, the fit should be just right. Snug, but not too snug, if you know what I mean. So, how does it feel?
It feels good. I love this suit.
You're not just saying that, are you? Oh, I can't tell you how much this means to me. To have crafted something worthy of the Warrior of Light well, let's just say it makes all the practice worthwhile. I also sewed in a blood pearl charm to, bring you home. May it always protect you.
Oh. Yep, we get the full outfit, the monocle, the jacket, the bottoms, and the boots. It's gorgeous. I think I actually use this as a red mage outfit on my main class. Unfortunately, I don't think it pairs very well with the Gunbreaker outfit that we have going right now, so I'll leave it off. I don't know. Might look really good as a sage glamour, though. Ooh. Food for thought there. Anyhow, fly free, my pretty. Who the hell is this? That is a hell of a face. Okay, yeah, I didn't figure this would be voice acted.
So, we have to wake Omega up, right? When do we start? Ida, are you sure that's...
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, yes. I won't lie and say I'm completely fine, but I'll feel a lot better if I'm doing something useful. Very well. I will remain here and continue coordinating our efforts with the Alliance. Alphino, mayhap you could return to Gridania and assist Istrola and Kryl. A fine suggestion. The rest of us will form the Katano Expedition Party. Nero and I will focus on rousing Omega, while Dekumon, Ida, and our Doman friends take care of security. I love that. The Excelsior's by the lake just outside town. We'll leave as soon as everyone is ready. And no, nobody gives a crap about you, Nero. Sorry. Uh-oh. Sid? Why do you glow with the light of a duty's calls? You worry me, my friend. We haven't far to go. With any luck, we'll be in Katano before Gosetsu graces the deck with his dinner. Once there, however, we had best be on our guard. Given that Aline Relial was still active when Omega was discovered, we can be sure that the Empire has long been aware of its existence. And if Nero deemed it the obvious solution to the threat posed by this new primal, it is not impossible that Garlemald might do the same. Have your weapons ready and your wits about you. Something tells me we're flying into a fight. Yeah, something tells me I'm flying into a fight too. It's called that glow around you. I haven't actually been to Kartna before on this character. I don't really do a lot of PvP even on my main class. I don't know, just Final Fantasy XIV is just not super built for PvP. It's good for a lot of things. This is just not one of them. But that's all right. Not every game has to be PvP centric. In fact, I kind of prefer games that aren't PvP centric. Games like this one.
Now, where was that? Ah.
Hello.
I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
Make sure you turn it off afterwards.
How convenient. You've been here before.
Uh-huh.
Of course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes. But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Yeah, I just trust you didn't booby-trap the damn thing behind you.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology.
Uh-oh.
I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland.
Oh boy. Ah, to do with the makeup.
Engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it?
So he's half Nero and half the it's Ratayan, if memory serves. Like, he's got Ratayan's shield and Nero's gun hammer.
It's like all my name days have come at once.
That has kind of become a meme amongst the Final Fantasy XIV community. Always get a laugh. Anyway, this is Grinwald. He's kind of a goon.
Of all the scouts the Empire could have sent. Take care of that brute, will you?
Alright.
Oh, God damn it. Can't let Nero tinker around in there by himself.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry to leave you to it, but I dare say you'll manage without me. This clod has no idea who he's dealing with.
No kidding. Shouldn't one of the combat crew go in with Sid? Alright. Oh, gonna show off for us, Gosetsu.
I am Gosetsu, Samurai of Doma. You will rue your choice of opponent this day.
Yeah, this was before Samurai was officially a class, so we didn't really know 100% what they could do. Oh. There's a music theme we haven't heard in a while. All right, it's time to take on Grinwald. First things first. My tank stance, if you please. Really? We're just gonna wait here and look at each other? No, we're gonna fight.
This one'll sting.
Nope, not getting into that.
Leave this to me.
And do near enough, my friend.
It's all over now. No retreat. No surrender.
And here come the mooks. Lots of mooks.
Stolen steel.
Lots of easy mooks.
No holding back.
There's a lot of you guys, aren't there? Don't worry, I will hold all your attention. You brought a lot of soldiers.
Look upon us, Samurai of Doma.
You watching, Papalimo?
Oh, I love the fact. Oh, okay. Is that it? Come on, man, you gotta do better than that. Surrender! We have you outnumbered! Dude, have you watched us slaughter your troops by the score here?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Uh-oh.
Are you still playing with those soldiers? I suppose I could lend you one of my toys, but only if you promise to give it back.
Eh? Toy? Uh-oh. The red comet? Oh, Red Baron, okay.
Behold, the Red Baron. Now, end this nonsense.
What the? No one told me they'd have Magitech armor. Forward, for the Empire. Honestly, I should just give this to Ida, because she's probably the weakest among us, but hell, why not? The honorless cur thinks to abandon his men? I shall see that he shares his fate. Pray, attend to the rest of the minions. Can do. Oh yeah, this'll end well for you guys. Oh, it's got toys. Oh, it's got toys.
No surrender.
Oh, there's some high cooldown abilities too. Nice. Ooh, big boom.
You watching, Papalimo?
Oh, this thing is hilarious. Oh, this is so cool.
The defense is lacking.
Oh, hi.
With soul and steel!
Yeah, we can't let that go on. Okay, jeez, there's a lot of you guys.
This one'll sting.
Are there enough of you around here? Oh, hi. There's a couple of y'all.
Leave this to me.
There's some big AoEs that I don't want to stand in.
Look upon us, samurai of Doma!
There we go. Big guys are dealt with.
No holding back.
Oh, those are off global cooldown even.
An opening.
Uh-oh. And I just blew my big nuke.
'Tis my right to strike!
This is insanely easy. I'm just cleaning up the messes.
No surrender.
My God, how many troops did this guy bring?
Have you?
Oh, no. The ammo ran out. And all his guys left. Come back, please. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, you want to go? All right. We'll finish you ourselves.
Your defense is lacking.
I got no problem with that.
With soul and steel!
Ah, you got nothing, Grinwald. You are nothing. Like I said, he's a tool. Oh, I'm on fire. Let's not stand in the fire right now. Lots of fire. Oh, that's big. And that stung.
Look upon us, samurai of Doma!
And toast! Right? Toast? Somehow I doubt that. Get out of here, you little whiny thing. Well, that was moderately entertaining. Mostly just for piloting the big red Magitech armor than anything else. Oh. But now we head to the Omega Control Chamber.
Temporal stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
God. Well, here's hoping. And praying. That we have not made a terrible mistake. Ah, there she is.
Remarkable. Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously.
Yeah, it sounds dangerous.
Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
Now those are what I'd like to call famous last words.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
Who knows? Well, what do you think? Is there any other way? Yeah, what do you think? I want to know what you think, Ida.
What do I think?
Mm-hmm. Well, anything?
All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
The thing with the giant hourglass on it.
You gave too much for us to waste this chance, Papalimo. So this is for you. And me.
Well, hell has been unleashed, one way or the other. Oh, this is going to end very badly, isn't it?
Yes! Fly free, my pretty! Show us what you can do.
Anytime Nero starts cackling like that, I get worried.
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
Meanwhile, back at Belsar's wall. Uh-oh. The cocoon's cracking. Shit. It's the calamity all over again with the wings coming out of there. Oh. And there it is. Omega. And the crazy epic music that's going on right now. Oh shit. Oh, that's a hell of a dragon. Those missiles are not doing the job. Whoa. Oh, it summoned a tidal wave. Oh, that's gonna end badly. Well, so much for the goddamn wall. This thing is a calamity. Oh, but Omega's not done yet. Jesus, this is a hell of a fight. Come on, Omega, shoot it down! Damn. Ooh! God dang, what does it take to put this thing down? It's going for something big and scary, isn't it? What the fuck? they're both going for something big and scary. Oh, we got some Dragon Ball Z BS going on here with the Beam War. Will there be a world left? Is this actually the end? And there isn't really a Stormblood after all, it's all in our heads. Well. Damn. Jesus Christ, Finale. Woo, what a mess. What a mess. Well, on the plus side, the wall has probably been completely obliterated. On the downside, I'm pretty sure Eorzea is dead. Like, you know, we're all just died from etheric radiation poisoning. The hell are you two going? What? You have an epic fight, blow the place to hell, and just leave?
Huh? Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
It lost.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
Nothing good, Kasetsu, trust me, nothing good.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Great.
Right, I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Malfunctioning, huh? Eh? The hell?
Omega destroyed the cocoon.
Ida? Where's your tattoo go?
Papalimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
Uh-huh. Wait, are you saying it was Papalimo's magic that gave you the tattoo? Eh. The hell does that signify? Thought the tattoo is on all the Charlians. Well, that doesn't explain a lot. Anyway, Sid, man, what the heck's going on here? I'm not sure why we lost contact with Omega, but I mean to find out. Let's be on our way. Travel to Gridania, yes, please. Man, it is busy here in Gridania today. One moment, everything was functioning perfectly, and the next, it wasn't. It makes no sense. We need to see what happened for ourselves, and soon. And we will, at the far edge of fate, the final quest of Heavensward. Words can ill express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. When Omega came hurtling towards the cocoon, everything dissolved into chaos. I bet it did. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. Ida, wait, we must first... The Elder Seedseer is expecting us. Worry not, Alphino. Gosetsu and I will watch over her. You may safely attend your meeting. My thanks, Yugiri. That's good. Don't quite trust her in this state to be alone. The council reconvened a short while ago. Let us make haste for the Lotus Stand. All there are eager to hear your testimony. Yeah, I'm eager to hear the first-hand accounts of what the hell happened. Not voice acted, I'm guessing. My friends,
For eager have we awaited your return. Few indeed could have discharged the duty entrusted to you, and most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done.
You are too kind, Elder Seedseer. As I recall, we as good as demanded the right to try.
But tell me, how did the battle unfold?
We succeeded in waking Omega Eye, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we were blind to all that followed. Yeah, it was a hell of a thing.
What words could do justice to such a scene? None of my choosing, that much is certain. But I can give you the facts. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived, and from its midst rose a great dragon. The pair duly set about each other in the skies over Gir Abania. The primal's might defied belief. It seemed the very heavens would be rent asunder by the force of its blows, and it wielded such magics as I have never seen, and hope to never see again. The battle raged on with no end in sight, until both combatants were engulfed in a blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw the pair fall motionless from the sky, coming to rest somewhere on Alamegan soil. I will not speak for the rest, but to my eye it seemed that each had landed a fatal blow upon the other.
Ah, a double knockout, you believe?
While most among us could think only of Bahamut when looking upon the primal's form, the Domans were heard to whisper the name Shinryu. It would appear that the being resembles a creature of Far Eastern legend, and we have found it convenient to refer to it as such. This Shinryu's fate, and indeed that of Omega, is yet unknown. We have, alas, no eyes on the Girabanian side of the border.
Not yet, at least. Aye. Which is why we have sent our main force, under the command of Marshal Terrapin, to capture the wall. With the Imperials in disarray, we have the perfect opportunity to secure Gridania's border, and assess the aftermath of the impact. I myself will join the Marshal and his men when the Council is adjourned. Well, that explains a few things. I'll wager that flash of light coincided with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder, we quickly re-engaged Omega's stasis system, so even if it has fallen into the Empire's lap, it will be of no use to them, save perhaps as a statue.
Correct. Without me to guide their efforts, it would take them decades to decipher Omega's core functions, if they managed at all. Such reassurances do much to calm our fears, yet the relic's fate is but one of several concerns.
Indeed. I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the Resistance representatives in Girabania. Though Ilbert had forced our hand, it would seem only logical to seek an alliance, given the inevitability of Imperial retaliation. And by working in concert, it is not impossible that Alamigo might finally be wrested from Garlemald's grasp. That's a lofty goal, but I'll take it. My word.
You must be exhausted. I would ordinarily suggest that we retire directly to the Rising Stones, but I wonder if we might first make a small detour. Ishtul and the others have gathered at Amarex's spire, and I imagine that you too would be interested to see what has become of the wall now that the cocoon is gone.
No kidding.
It is decided then. Lead on.
Where is Amarex's spire again? Over by Hawthorne Hut, right.
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
It sure looked like it.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
Lovely.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes. Ilberd's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death, Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
Yeah, but calamities tend to be a lot more global than just one occupied region. So, glad we stopped it. As best we could, at least.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by a mega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
Now,
and how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
Yeah, where the hell's Ida anyway?
She is up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhap she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
No nod? Okay. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. And there she is. All right, Ida, finally ready to tell us what's bothering you? I mean, besides Papayemo, of course.
The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Ida.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Oh. She took her mask off.
Ida, there is no need to explain.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask.
Sisters?
20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too, and I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Charlian. That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You knew, didn't you, Estola? Can't really fool the ether eyes, can ya?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
Oh, they all knew. Oh.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
So if you're not Ida, who exactly are you? Oh, and why did you never tell us? Or me, at least. Why did you never tell me? Apparently I was the only one that didn't know.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise.
There we go. Finally, we get a proper introduction to Lise, Ida's sister, because we've never actually met Ida.
When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done.
The tattoos must be the mark of an Archon for Charlian's, and that's the reason why hers poofed out, because she wasn't actually a true Archon. So Papa Emo gave her fake tattoos.
I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papa Limo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me.
Mm-hmm.
The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it.
Yep, there we go. Thank you for confirming that.
So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lise. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
It's rather convenient that the sun's rising in this scene. It might actually be scripted. Sometimes scenes are like that.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
Sounds good. Don't worry, we won't be far behind you.
It was brave of Lise to remove her mask after so long. Though she has scarce begun to come to terms with Papa Emo's loss, that one act made plain her determination to move forward. And should she ever falter, we shall be there to support her on the road she has resolved to walk. Let us return to the Rising Stones. We have quite a story to tell to Taru and my sister.
Yes, we do. And here comes the Heavensward theme. And that's it. Okay, guys. Heavensward's officially done. Man, this story still gives me freaking chills when I go through it in its entirety. Everything from the Dragon Song War, hanging out with Estinian in a sail, dealing with Nidhogg, Horshavant. Man, this was Final Fantasy XIV storytelling at its best. At least until the current expansion came along and kicked its ass, but good. Although I will say, I think this one's post-game story is better than Shadow Walker's post-game story. But Shadow Walker's main story kicked Heavensward's ass, but good. Oh. And of course we get the lovely songs. God, Soken. This is Soken really coming into his own. Like, he did good in A Realm Reborn, but it wasn't until the expansions, I think, that he just started blowing everything out the water. Like, a lot of my favorite soundtracks came from Heavensward and beyond, making me relive all the weird-ass moments. And these guys were doing a good job setting up things for the future. I mean, the Warriors of Darkness thing is a massive setup for Shadowbringers, and we won't get that payoff for a good long while. So I do appreciate these guys really setting out and planning these things early and in advance. Oh, anyway, I suppose that means it's time for the final tally of the Warrior of Light Stoic Not Count, unless of course he decides to sneak one in the last cutscene. But, you know, credits are rolling. I figure I might as well do the tally now.
Holy shit.
Holy cow. That is a big number. Whew. I cannot believe. No wonder it's become such a meme amongst the community. Let me know if you guys want me to continue the counter into Stormblood and Shadowbringers. I'm pretty sure I'll reset it if I do, so we can count per expansion. But let me know if you want to keep seeing it. All right, I don't want to skip this because I feel like if I skip it, I'm gonna miss something. But at the same time, there's the whole copyright thing, so sorry. Well, it seems that there is still one last little cutscene to look at, right?
You may have mentioned, but Alphino has apprised me of all that came to pass in Gridonia. Your only task now is to rest. This is the calm before the storm. Lise has chosen her path, and as her friends, we must do what we can to support that choice. We are fated to join the conflict in any case. Once the Alliance has taken the wall and opened the way to Girabania, we will have little choice but to fight. Which is not to say that the cause is unworthy. After all, ignoring the plight of those whom one might conceivably save is not wisdom but indolence, correct? I, for one, look forward to joining hands with the Alamegans and striking a blow against the tyranny of the Empire. As I rather suspect, do you?
Mm-hmm. You are not wrong about that. That's the one thing I preferred was kicking Empire ass. Mm-hmm. And so the actual Grand Companies take Baelsar's wall.
Quick march! The Imperials will soon come to their senses, and we must be ready to face their retribution. It is almost time, Father.
Aye, almost. Stand firm, Pippin.
I learned to brace myself against the charge of the Bull of Alamigo. No foe would dislodge me.
Rob Bond must be so proud. Little Pippin. Yeah, this was the spot, wasn't it? Where Ilberd summoned that damn primal. Very well, Ilberd. I will take our homeland back. For the both of us. Big old music swell there. But of course, can't go without hearing from the Garleans and seeing he who is currently in charge of Alamigo. Of course, I have no idea what voice to give this guy at the moment. I don't know. My Lord Viceroy, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary reports. Baelsar's wall has fallen to the Eorzean Alliance. The hunt for Omega and the unknown Icon continues. They'll both yet elude us. My lord, their battle caused considerable damage across the region. Should we, perchance, divert some of our forces from the search to undertake necessary reconstruction work? This guy looks bored as shit. Forgive me, my lord. I do not intend... Your will be done! I am half surprised this guy's not sprinting out of this room. Oh, what voice should I give you? Something... I need something special for this guy. Something sinister, something smooth, something suave. Unknown. My spies tell me the Domans call it Shinryu, and that it proved a match for Omega. Yes, the coming days promise to be most interesting. Most interesting indeed. Uh-oh. There's that grin. At the far edge of fate, the road begins anew. The heroes look to eastern skies and behold their crimson hue. A dawn of liberation, a gathering storm of blood. And that's it. Oh, we did it, guys. Heavensward is in the history books. Whew. And man, yeah, it was a heck of a roller coaster ride. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for here. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more Eorzean adventures, because this gravy train ain't stopping. Nope, we're jumping right into Stormblood after this. So, I'll see you guys in the next expansion.